What an inspiring story to share with you. Nia, thank you for joining us.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Nia, how old are you?
I'm 18. I turned 18 yesterday.
Happy belated birthday.
Thank
You're
you.
welcome. How's it feel as a brand new 18-year-old?
It's weird.
It feels a little weird. What do you have planned? Do you have any plans for what you want to do next in your life?
Yes, I want to go to college and study for social services, get kids out of bad homes, and just stay in that industry. Not a lot of people are in that industry, so
Yeah.
it's more in there.
You do need a lot more in there. Now tell me, why is that important to you?
Well, growing up, seeing others not have what other families do have, and you want them to be able to experience that. So if you can get some kids out of bad homes, you can't get all of them out, but then just giving them a fair chance to survive in the world.
I agree. I love working with children myself, so that's dear to my heart. But I gotta tell you, at brand new 18, not a lot of people know what they want to do with their lives. That in itself is not only inspiring, but it's dear to my heart and will touch a lot of people. There are people who are grown folks who are out working in the world and they don't know what their calling is. It sounds like you found yours. You're welcome. So, okay, a brand new 18-year-old, what do you like to do?
Well, I like playing basketball. I've been playing basketball since 7th grade.
You have the height for that as well.
Yes. And when I'm not working with my grandma or with my aunt, she has Down syndrome, so I love being with her. She likes playing on her tablet. She has a mind of a 3-year-old, but she's really smart. She's really smart. And you can ask her certain things, and you think she wouldn't respond, but she'll respond. If she wants McDonald's, she will ask, I want McDonald's.
That's awesome. You know what? You touch on something that's also dear to me because we're gonna have a few of the youth with disabilities as well, and I think it's really important for the world to understand that just because the abilities may not seem to be the same as yours, sometimes you just need to be a little more attentive and mindful and patient to understand. Yeah, not look at people and judge, right? Because first of all, it's not nice being judged yourself, but you really don't know until you're in someone else's shoes or you hear their story. So thank you so much for sharing light on that. You mentioned your grandmother as well. Tell us a little bit about her.
Well, we all used to live here in New Jersey, and then we moved out to Texas. So I live in Texas right now. I'm visiting family. She was a pastor for most of her life, so I grew up in church a little bit.
Church girl.
And then when we moved to Texas, she retired, but she also we went to this really small church, and it was lovely. I learned that I like smaller churches more than I like big churches, because in Texas, everything's big. And you don't want to be in a church. It's just too much. It's a lot. It's overwhelming. But yeah, I don't know. I like it in Texas.
I'm glad you do.
She likes it in Texas, so I like it.
So you like
she
it.
likes it. She doesn't like being cold, but I like being cold. I came down here hoping there's snow, but there's not. So.
You know what? The more I talk to you, the more I realize that you know yourself. There aren't a lot of people who really know themselves. You're really, really mindful. You should do more of that. Just continue that. You'd see it will take you so far. It's not about what you have or do not have. It's really about getting in tune and in touch with yourself, knowing what your purpose is, knowing what you're doing in this world to make it a better place, and you're on the right track. Don't doubt yourself. If you were to make the world a better place, what would you do?
Let people know that beauty is not what you see on the outside, it's what you see on the inside. Because a lot of people are like, oh my goodness, that person's so beautiful, but they really don't know them. You have to know a person, you have to see them for what's on the inside, other than what's on the outside.
It makes a lot of sense. Words of wisdom from a brand new 18-year-old. Thank you for being here.
Thank you for having me.
Thank you for joining us. We hope you're inspired. This is Kiva Kareem reminding you to be good to yourselves and each other.